It feels so good. Freedom. True freedom. Finally. I can feel my strength growing. You know, now that our enemies have fallen, I might be the most powerful person in the world. And as you're my consort, that makes us the most powerful people in the world. And neither would I. Together, we can do anything. Oh, darling, I love the way you think. We will need to be careful, of course. There are still powerful forces in the city, not least of whom is our friend, the new Grand Duke. The Absolute may be gone, but others will rise against us. Maybe even our old allies. We may need a purge or two just to secure our position. Well, of course I don't want to, but if they get in my way, let's hope they have more sense than that. Just when I thought I couldn't love you anymore. Anyway, taking power in this city will need to be a subtle process. We wouldn't want to spook the cattle, after all. We can start slowly, quietly charming and manipulating key figures, building up our network of puppets. Before long, we'll have our hands on every string in the city, and they will dance however we tell them to. We'll travel the lands together, tasting everything Faerun has to offer. Perhaps we'll find somewhere we'd like to stay for a century or two. Perhaps not. We have a beautiful, bloody future to look forward to, my love. I can't be sure what it holds for us, but I know one thing. This is going to be fun!
6 months from the fall of the Netherbrain, you and Astarion were hosting a grand masquerade in the refurbished ballroom of Cazador's palace. A young elf wearing an ivory mask in the guise of a skinless skull handed you a note as he passed you in the crowd. An invitation written in a frail hand, inviting you to a gathering of the friends and allies who stood with you against the Absolute. Astarion pouted when you read the invitation to him. He'd gladly accompany you, but he would have been happy to host the party himself. As it is, you'll gather in a familiar place, and one altogether more suitable for your reunion.
Thou wert called here, some from above, some below. For with thine bond, together thou hast kept the wheel of fate spinning when it threatened to halt. Though thou wert drawn far apart in the months after the collapse of the Absolute, tonight, fate renews thy bond once more. Thou shouldst take care to preserve it. It is a great weapon wielded in the hand of good. Go. Know one another once more.
This is nice. A little tame compared to all of my parties, but it has a quaint charm. And How have our dear friends been without us to guide and protect them? Really? I'm amazed at doing as well as that. I was sure everyone would be half dead in the muck. Well, miracles never cease. Still, it is good to see them. And good for them to see us, side by side, flourishing. Of course, my darling. Look at us. We share a palace, share power, live lives eternal in each other's arms. What more could anyone want? God, not this again. I give you wealth, power, pleasure, every decadence that can be afforded to a person, but you'd rather what? Sleep in the dirt again? You are my consort. And I will see you living the very best life, even if you don't appreciate it. Already done. No, I can see more than enough from here. And I am blessed to share it with you, my love. We do turn every head the moment we walk into a room, and rightly so. I may have power, but it would be nothing without you. You complete me, and together we are unstoppable. So, heavens help the fool that tries to get in our way. I almost wish they would. It's been some time since we've seen a real challenge. No. Everything I want is standing right here. But you should go. Mingle, chat, laugh. Have fun, my love. And if our friends drop any interesting secrets, bring them right back to me. Until then, I'll be here. But don't fret. I will be watching. I am always watching. I should take a tour. Just to see what the rest are up to. Not one juicy secret to be heard.
Starting to wonder if you'd show up. Oh, come here, will you? It's been forever. You feel a little more substantial than before. Less camping and scrounging off the land, I take it? Filled out and healthy is what I was going for. Is that so? And what liberties did you decide to take, exactly? The owlbear? Of course I'll have him. If he wants to come with me, that is. I'd have offered sooner, but everything was a blur after the battle. I thought he'd gone to roam free. All right, then. It's settled. Don't be a stranger.
We have an eternity for chit-chat, my love. The others only get you for tonight. I can't keep you all to myself. Sold at first, but the forest is rather good for a get-together.
Goodness. Was Faerun always so dull? Still, at least the company was worth the trip. You see? Now you're realizing your true potential. Don't worry. With the ambition you hold, you'll never be too far from my sights. Pursue your dreams, and keep me in your prayers, and who knows? They might just get answered.
I'm flattered by the attention, darling. But don't you want to check in with some of our erstwhile companions? I'm sure they've missed you.
I always do. Should I ever decline, assume a doppelganger has taken my place. Before you go, I have something for you. Ducks are my favorite, but I thought they were particularly fitting in this case. They are migratory birds, of course, traveling far and wide with the turn of the seasons. Yet, they always find their way back to where they belong. Just like old friends find themselves back in each other's company. Just a token to remember me by. Now, I've taken up enough of your time. Go on. Enjoy the festivities. We can speak again later.
You're not done already, surely.
The balance of the world restored. The balance of these lives, mortal and otherwise, brought to account. Hear me, thou heroes, wastrels, friends. I have waited long to tell you these words. It is over. For now. Thou played thy part in weaving the fabric of fate itself, but for every thread you sewed, so did the gods unravel another. Sleep, rest, revel, but be ready. For thou mayst yet be needed. Until we meet again, I wish thee every possible fortune, health, wealth, love, and above all, problems worth solving. To you. There thou art, the dead three. Thy faces gods, thy actions barely worthy of the name. Didst truly believe thy ploy would succeed? Didst believe I would not notice? Thou soughtst to bolster thy strength by taking away the souls of mortals. But souls vanish when their hosts become mind flayers. Didst think the other gods would not notice? Gods thou may be, Yet thou hast proven thyself fools, everyone. The supplication of Bane, the whimper of Baal, the death mule of Merkel, felled by mortals. I overestimated thee. They did not. Vermin, away. Thou wilt trouble us no more.